Sorry, y'all. Somebody wait. As soon as I start recording, and call my phone. So, yeah. But anyway, I say, I tell people when they say I look young, I say, shoot, if I lost this weight, I would really look young. Hold on, let me fix I'm trying to fix my new little setup I got here. But anyway, I wanted to say, you know, I just got this phone call while I was recording. I'm going to say this, then I'm about to go. Because I don't want to be rambling. Because I'm about to start rambling. Because y'all know I could talk. And I'm really about to start rambling. I don't want to do that. But let me tell y'all what really pisses me off. And I just had to lay this lady out real quick. And maybe I shouldn't have laid her out because I know she's just doing her job. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so I have these two credit cards. One Stop Plus and One Stop Plus and Bry Lane Home. And if you are a plus size female, excuse me, then you probably heard of them. Bry Lane Home is pretty much extension of Lane Bryant, but it's a home edition where they sell all kind of home stuff like they sell comforters and sheets and sheet sets and blankets and all that kind of stuff for your house. But anywho, so I have a Bry Lane Home credit card, I have a One Stop Plus credit card, I have a Woman Within credit card, and Jessica London, because they're all connected together. So the Jessica London is intact, and I have available credit on that one. The Woman Within is intact, and I have credit on that one. The woman with the One Stop Plus and the Bry Lane Home, can't remember what happened, but I ended up going into default with those two. So I had those cards for like 10 years now. So when I went into default with those two, they really tried to work with me. Like they really, really wanted to work with me because I had been a long-standing customer with them, which is understandable. So I made an arrangement with them. I think I was like 3 months behind or something like that. So I made an arrangement of 3 or 4 months behind. But anyway, I made an arrangement with them back in January. Back in December. That was supposed to be starting January 1st. I would pay $40 a month on the Bry Lane Home, and I would pay $45 on the Bry Lane Home and $40 on the One Stop Plus for January, February, and March. And then started in April, I will go back to my regular $20 because my payments was only $20 a month. I will go back to my regular $20 a month. Okay. Then, okay, so they were supposed to start taking the payments out in January. January came, no payment. The payment was supposed to be taken out on January the 6th, which is when my payments were due. January 6th come, they don't take the payment out. January 7th, I started getting these annoying phone calls, and they were calling from two different long distance numbers. One was area code 303. The other one was area code 614, which I know 614 is here, like in Ohio, in like the Columbus, Ohio area. So I knew it was coming from somewhere here. 303, I think, is in like Colorado or something. So anyway, they started calling me from a 303 number and then a 614 number. And I mean, they were taking turns, like calling me back to back. Like one call would come from a 303 number, one call would come from the 404 number, from the 614 number, and they were taking turns calling back to back to back. So finally, at like the end of January, I'm like, forget it. I'm about to, find out what's going on. So I talk to them. I tell the lady, I said, well, it was like the 20-something of January. I'm like, you guys were supposed to take this payment out, and starting on the 6th of January, I had gave you guys my credit card number, my routing number, and my bank account number, where you guys were supposed to auto draft it out, and then if you were having an issue auto drafting, you were supposed to use my debit card. She's like, well, I don't know what happened. Let me redo it again. I said, okay. So I gave her the information again. They were supposed to start taking the payment out February 6th. And I was supposed to do February, March, and April. Let's see. Yeah. February, March, and April. Okay. So February 6th comes. They don't I don't see a payment taken out of my account. I manually go on and pay my Woman Within and my Jessica London, I hadn't even used anything on that as of yet. So I still had the regular $500 limit that they gave me on that one. Okay, so anyway, February comes, they don't take a payment out. So February, like the 8th, I started getting phone calls back to back from those same numbers. So I'm like, why are they calling me when I've already said this is the second time I done set this up with them now? So I talked to the lady on the phone. The lady says, well, we don't see anything in here. I said, ma'am, you're the second person that I'm talking to. The third person that I'm talking to. I said, I've already set this up. It was supposed to be taken out in January. I didn't get it in January. Then it's supposed to be taken out in February. Now I'm talking to you and nothing's been taken out. So what is the problem? So she says, well, give me your information. I said, I'm not going to keep giving my information. In a minute, I'm going to just tell y'all to send me a statement and I'll just pay it myself. So she says, well, let me try to do it again. I said, okay. I give her the information to take the stuff out of take it out of my account. Fine. It's going to start coming out March the 6th. I said, okay, cool. So I was supposed to pay March 6th, April 6th, May 6th, and then starting in June, I go back to my regular $20 a month. I'm like, okay, cool. So can y'all tell me why Saturday I get a phone call from the 303 number first? I rejected the call. Then like 2 minutes later, I get a call from the 614 number. So I'm like, you know what? I'm getting ready to light them up. But as soon as I answered, it was a recording saying this is Community Bank, which is the bank that handles all of these credit cards. So I call the number back. And then I get this long recording, so I hang up. So I guess they could see that I had called, so they called me right back. Anyway, the lady called me back. I'm like, ma'am, I said, I know it's not you. I said, but I don't understand what is the problem. I said, I've already set up the arrangements. I said, this is the third time and the fourth call that I've gotten from you guys, number one. Number two, I've set up this thing. This is going on my third time setting it up. After this, I'm not setting it up anymore. She said, well, I see that we got the $55 or the $45 payment from the one stop and the $50 payment from Bry Lane Home. I said, okay, so if you got the payment, why are you calling me? She's like, well, because we still have to call you because the account is still in default. I said, but I'll set up our payment arrangements. You guys have my information where you're going to get $45 on the 6th of each month for the one stop and $50 a month for the Bry Lane Home for the Bry Lane Home account. So I don't understand why are you calling me? She's like, well, that's because we're required to call you because your account is still in default. I said, okay, so you got me on the phone. So what is it that we need to talk about? I mean, really, what is it that we need to talk about? You got your money. Y'all got my bank account information. Even though the account is still in default, and I understand what she was saying, but what is there for us to talk about? And when you get me on the phone, what is it that you're going to say to me that we've already talked about? I'm still not understanding that, and I'm still kind of confused. So she was like, well, I understand what you're saying. I said, yes, okay. So you were required to call me because my account is still in default. So you got me on the phone. So what is it that we need to talk about? What is it? She's like, I don't know. So I'm just tripping. I just don't understand, y'all. But I'm at 8 minutes and I done already talked enough. I'm getting ready to head to work. I want y'all to have a beautiful and blessed day. Don't let anyone steal your joy. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye, y'all. And I know I was rambling, but hey, that's what I do. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.